Good morning, everyone. This is Rob with Next Truck Sales, and I want to take this opportunity and introduce you to our 2014 VNL Day Cab. It features a Volvo D13 engine and a 13-speed manual. I do apologize, it's a little bit windy here today. We've got spotty weather, we had rain. Today's the only good day that I can actually get this done because we're calling for rain tomorrow. So unfortunately it's windy. I've got a toque on with an AirPod. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. I'm going to take you through this truck. We'll show you some of the features, some of the blemishes. It's no longer a new truck, and take you through it. Hopefully you'll see that it is a good working truck and ready to go to work. Now, I did do 2 other videos in the last 24 hours for the sisters to this vehicle, and this one I would say is the cleanest of the bunch, but I'll take you through the change. So have a look here and see Volvo VNL. Obviously, it's got 600,000 or 700,000 miles. We'll get into that in a minute, but overall, cosmetically up on the front end, pretty decent. Bumper here is that's got to be secured. We've got fog light that's kind of dull. We've got another fog light that's kind of dull. We've got a bumper corner kind of busted, kind of scratched, kind of bent in. I'll get the hood open. We'll get a good look at that, but let me do that right away, because that's probably do that while I am standing on the outside of the truck. Hood opens good. I like that. A lot of those Volvo cords have a tendency to get stiff. Okay, so we've got Firestones at 50-60%. We've got what looks to be a newer belt and a newer alternator. Okay, so what we're looking for here is leakage. I'm going to get this running in a minute, but I won't do it just yet. I just want you to be able to look at it with hearing me talk. You can have a look here. So we've got a little bit of weepage from the oil filler, but it's not actually dripping on the ground. Okay, we've got disc brakes all the way around. I'll get this running in a minute, like I said. Let's have a look here. So see what's going on with this bumper corner. So it's secure, but at the same time, this in there. Okay, so coolant. We check all of our coolant with a tester when they come in to make sure it's not pushing combustion gases into that area. Coolant looks clean. Chamber could probably stand to be topped up a little bit, but that's okay. Have a look here. So we're dry. That section there definitely needs to be dry, or transmission needs to come out to fix the leak, and it is, which is good. AGR cooler, probably original with the Volvo green paint on it. Emissions are connected on this unit. We're selling it with the emissions in working order. We've got a block heater down there, a little bit of weepage around that. Okay, but overall this thing's dry. That's the key. Excuse me, it's not puking oil. A little bit of bubbling here, and I'll see if I can get you a look there. So bottom of the door, crusty. Right, not completely rotten, but definitely not new anymore. We got it's secure, but there is a crack in there, but it's not going anywhere. Okay, 75-gallon fuel tank on this side. Okay, this one's been touched up. The other ones that I showed had kind of more corrosion. This one, somebody's put some gravel guard on it. It's actually a pretty good idea to do it that way, now that I think about it, for the cost of a can of gravel guard, just to slow the corrosion down. Okay, over here we've got bearings and bearing extenders. I see that is like literally not a clue. Not sure how important that is. We'll get a look at the other side in a minute and see what it's actually doing. Bandag recaps, 50%, even wear, open shoulder. I like that. That means that we don't have anything weird going on in the suspension with dog tracking or alignment issues, right? Nice even wear. These have a tendency to cup as soon as we've got alignment issues, because you have kind of a catch and release as the tires are tracking. You don't see any of that going on here. Bridgestone emission in the casings with Bandag recaps. Probably 50% life left in that slider. It's a Holland 3500 with about 1 foot of movement forward and back. Okay, we've got a matching pair of tapered mud flap hangers. We've got some corrosion on the diff, as you can see, getting kind of crusty over there. But again, used truck. It's not going to blow up, but it's definitely, got limited service life left in it. If you get another 2-3 years out of this thing, you should be delighted, especially for the price point. Here we have all aluminum disc brakes at the back. Okay, so we got more matched band deck, recaps all wearing nice and evenly. Have a look here, give you a good wide angle. Let's get a look at that bracket. So up here we've got two brackets. We've got one that's close to the way it was built new, and we got one that's kind of rotten out. That's what it is. A used truck, and it's a cheap used truck. This one's got a little bit more corrosion going on the back wall of this cab than the others that I looked at least in that particular spot. But the cab mounts look secure, so that's more important. And we got a lot of probably stone chips come up 10 years ago and took a chunk out of the back of the cab. 100-gallon fuel tank on this side here, okay, and DEF, like I said before, is connected. So let's get this started up and have a listen to it. Okay, so either a window was left open or we got some kind of a water leak going on up there because I see some staining. Definitely potentially a water leak here, maybe from the fairing. We'll have to get into that because obviously we've got, just look at me back here. Yeah, so something's up. Why have we got this going on here? So potentially a water leak as I see some staining. Maybe it's been fixed, maybe it hasn't. It does have the roof visored up here. And when you've got the visors on top, there's a potential for water to come into the cab through those points. Power locks, mirrors, windows, surprisingly no faults. Rarely do we see Volvos without some kind of fault. This one's good. 1,038 kilometers. We'll just switch it over very quickly. Display settings, change it over. We're gonna go to, let's see my guess. My guess is 625,000 miles. See how good my math is. Switch for me. Units, distance. 645. Okay, 645 miles. My guess was half bad. Suspension jump, sliding fifth wheel, and diff lock, trailer brake. Let's see if I can back out here a little bit. Okay, your compression brake is there. Okay, 13-speed manual, non-air ride fifth wheel, Bluetooth, CB, and I'm just going to look over here just very quickly. I don't see here anything to lead me to believe that whatever water was coming in is active, because this is completely dry. There's no peculiar smells inside of here, and I don't see any staining on this panel. I do see something going on over there though. You can see it. I'll zoom in on it, right? So you can see that, and the headliner's obviously falling down, but regardless, nothing that a tube of silicone probably won't take care of. Let's get this thing running. I'll get the RPMs up. I'm going to take you through this truck. We'll listen to it run. I'm going to take the oil filler cap off. I'll let you have a listen to the engine running. I'm not going to talk. It's hard to hear me when I'm near the engine. But let's have a listen. better down so you can hear me talk. So a little less to talk about on this one, a little bit less damage compared to the others. But overall, generally same condition. It's a 2014 with 600 and something miles, a 13-speed manual. We're selling it without any check engine lights or major leaks, and the emissions connected. If you're interested, feel free to give us a call. Our number is 844-489-8789 or 844-HEAVY-TRUCKS. Feel free to give us a call. It's Rob over at Next Truck Sales. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.